Aquarius. Let's jump straight into it and see what potentially is bringing the two of you together. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, with this person. Let's have a look and see what comes up. Okay, you've got the let go card here, so this is quite powerful. Now, the numbers 8 and 1 make 9, which symbolizes fulfillment and understanding. Now, if your connection is one to let go, it could be one of two things. Most obviously, it could mean that the two of you are connected. Your destiny is to be connected, but then to let go of each other and go separate ways. Now, this is a little bit preemptive because not all of you will have this connection to only break up and go separate ways. For others of you, this connection is absolutely about letting go of something else that is no longer meant for you, Aquarius. And this is about a fight and a struggle, something you've struggled to let go of. Whether it's a previous relationship, a previous person, an addiction, a habitual way of doing things, self-sabotaging behavior. The sword here indicates you'll be slicing away at things that no longer serve you. And this relationship is going to help you let go of toxic or emotionally challenging or struggling energy, whether it is in regards to a person or a relationship. It's also a message to let go and let God. So let go of insecurities, let go of those walls, break down those barriers, let go of those inhibitions and welcome love and allow yourself to be vulnerable. The blues indicate vulnerability here. You've got the triangle, which is fire, passion, and you've got the words truth embedded on the hilt, which points to the ability to genuinely make yourself vulnerable and let go, and vice versa. This person, that might also be happening for this person as well on their end. Let's have a look at some of the strengths, though, in this relationship. What are your strong points? The 6 of Cups and 3 of Pentacles. You're definitely growing together. The children here symbolize experience, learnedness, absorbing new experiences, growing, and very much embracing the present and also embracing beauty and romance and love. So I feel the both of you could be quite romantically inclined. But you're also on a journey. You've been brought together as a journey because there's both something that you have to learn. And I think it's very similar because the two children are almost like twins here, both with a very positive, harmonious, optimistic view of themselves here. So I definitely feel your ability to enjoy each other's company, be adventurous, try new things, grow, laugh, and learn together is a part of one of your strengths. The 6 of Cups is about creating beautiful memories, and it's also a card of family, of children, of building a life together, whether that life involves children, grandchildren, adoption, pets, building a family home, creating a base for each other. This will be one of your strengths, so I want you to pay attention to that, Aquarius, because that might be coming up around you. But it's also your ability to be maternal or paternal for those that have children, want children, to be a maternal or paternal figure in this person's children's lives. It could be this as well, but that's going to be one of your strengths. It's also your strength is not to get too carried away in the technicalities of the future and take things day by day, because that's what the child does. It's not plagued with the thought of what's happening a week, a month, a year from now, how things are going to turn out. It's just about being present in the moment, taking each day as it comes, and understanding what a value and blessing each day or moment in this relationship is. And I think that's coming up as one of your strengths. You also have the 3 of Pentacles, which is a card of sacrifice, negotiation, and compromise. You'll be able to connect quite well mentally, intellectually. I think you do have similar goals in essence here, Aquarius, but your ability to compromise and meet each other halfway is quite powerful. This is all about discussion, self-promotion, understanding, opinions, sharing these opinions, sharing thoughts. And it's also a way of accepting each other. So there's a lot of acceptance or openness or sacrifice that someone is willing to do for you, or that you'll be willing to do for them. Nonetheless, if it is coming up in your strength, then that's a very, very good omen, because the 3 of Pentacles can be seen as persuasion, but I feel like you'll push each other for more positive experiences. You'll help each other become more courageous, more brave, more open-minded. And if that's coming up around the both of you, then I feel that's very, very positive and does point to something quite good here. And if there is any sort of third-party situation here, whether it's an ex or another person or a job that's become priority, I feel like you'll be able to prioritize quite well. You can see the top pentacle sitting pretty steadily there. So I feel like your ability to prioritize the relationship, amongst other things, will also be one of your strengths to allow the flourishing of this connection. Let's have a look and see what comes up in terms of obstacles, however. Things you might need to work on, things that could prove to be a bit challenging to the relationship. The Fool and the Strength card. Okay, the Fool is often seen as an Aries energy. It's often an energy of living in the moment, being sporadic, being spontaneous, taking things as it comes. But in a context of challenge, the Fool card can be someone who is naive, someone who is gullible, or someone who is just surrendering to what is without the proper focus and intention. So in this sort of attitude, it could be that someone's not taking the relationship serious enough, whether it's you, Aquarius, whether it's this person, because the Fool doesn't really think very seriously about things. It's very surface level. And he sort of just submits and surrenders and sort of gives up or gives in fairly quickly without, fighting for something, without having that intention and drive and energy. Now, he normally does because he's motivated by passion and things that excite him. But in this context, it's not exactly him fighting for things. It's more the submission and surrendering. It could be that one of you will hold more power in the relationship and the other is more gullible. Or you'll make the other feel a little bit foolish or embarrassed, Aquarius. They might make you feel this way. But it's also about new beginnings, and someone might be fearful to be on the edge of the precipice and have that breakthrough or go off that jumping off point. So it might be fearfulness of moving forward. That might be a challenge. Fearfulness of the unknown. It could be risky behavior in lack of trust, in being daring and being bold and being, pushing each other. So it is a bit of risky behavior that might be a little bit detrimental to the relationship when the both of you come together. You do also have the Strength card, which is the sign of Leo. Now, in a context of challenge, the lion can be hard to tame. So one or perhaps both of you could be harder to tame in this relationship. Maybe in terms of settling down, maybe you might have to meet each other halfway. There'll definitely be things you'll have to discuss before you come together into a monogamous and loyal relationship. The lion is unpredictable, it's carnal, it's primitive. Now, the maiden and the lion are an unlikely pair, so I think in some ways the both of you could be vastly different towards each other. But in the card, we see that she's tamed the lion, so she's done something to make each other quite strong. So you'll be able to overcome this, Aquarius. It's just finding the way in which you will overcome these obstacles. It also could be strong-mindedness, intimidation, or even fear, possessiveness, protectiveness, or even jealousy issues that may rise to the surface. It stems from insecurity, essentially. It could be your own, it could be their insecurities, but maybe that's something you have to learn and let go of, these unhealthy attachments, I suppose, or insecure behaviors to lead a successful relationship. The infinity symbol here could symbolize habitual or residual feelings, or a cycle that you'll have to break, a cycle of strength somehow. Intimidation or jealousy or protectiveness, whatever it may be here, Aquarius, it's some sort of cycle that you're going to have to break with this person as an individual, or a cycle they're going to have to break. Stubbornness also comes into play here, so you might see that affect the relationship, perhaps in a somewhat challenging connotation. So that's also something you'll need to take into consideration. But again, it is a general reading and it won't always apply to you, Aqua. But nonetheless, I do hope you have enjoyed this reading. Thank you again for tuning in.